Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am happy to have you guys back again, and I'm happy to be back here again. So on today's video is going to be a very fast video. All right, on today's video we're going to be making the Italian lasagna. Okay, if you're able to follow up this video, you'll be able to make yourself a delicious lasagna. All right, but first of all, we are just quickly going to dive into the ingredients that you need to make this sumptuous meal. And first, that's my carrots over there. Everything has been diced up. All the ingredients basically have been diced up. That's my carrots. And over here is my celery, which is also known as sedano in Italiano. Okay. And then on that glass cup, I have my white wine. And then on the last cup I have my milk, and then over here is my tomato. I like to use tomato because I like the color it gives it. All right, you either have a choice to use it or not to use it, but I always use tomato to prepare the ragu for my lasagna. These are just the things that I need to prepare my ragu. I have my onions that has been diced up, my fresh pepper. As an African girl, I need fresh pepper, but the Italians wouldn't add fresh pepper. And then on that bowl over there, I have my mixed meat. That's a mixture of cow meat and bacon. Everything has been grounded. And then you also need your extra virgin oil. You guys, ignore the egg you saw with the ingredients over there. The egg is not part of it, okay? So I'm just going to add a little bit of extra virgin oil in my pot. I'm going to use that to fry the vegetables, just to do a stir fry of the vegetables. So first of all, my onions goes in, and then I'm going to stir for some time, and say for like 3 minutes, and then I'll add my carrots, after which my celery goes in as well, and then I'll just keep stirring everything together while they all fry. And you're going to keep stirring it, keep frying them until these vegetables get dried up from water. All right, you all know vegetables have water, so you are going to fry these vegetables until they dry up. And then after that, you can now add your grounded meat. You see the way the vegetables they are looking now. You see the way the carrot and the celery, everything they're looking so dried up. No water, nothing at all. So now is the right time for my grounded meat to go in. And then I'm going to add this grounded meat now, and also keep turning. And keep turning till the meat turns gray. You see the way the meat is looking pink now. So we're going to turn it until the meat turns gray, and then there's no water in the meat. You guys know that meat also brings out its own water, so I'm going to keep turning it until the water in the meat also gets dried up. After that, you guys, the next ingredient will go in too. What you're seeing down there is just oil. Okay, there's no water inside this pot at all. The meat is no longer bringing out water. There's no water in it anymore. It's just oil that's coming from the vegetables and the meat. And then now my white wine goes in. So I'm going to keep turning. I'm just going to cook the whole thing together until the wine diffuses. Okay, you're just going to let that cook for say about 5 to 6 minutes, until you just the wine just diffuses. Okay, because you don't want to add the next ingredients while your wine is still inside the pot, so you don't want to get drunk by eating lasagna. All right, you see that the wine is no longer there. If you can see under my pot, there's no wine inside of it anymore. And then now I'll just add my tomato. You can use just a little quantity of tomato, but I decided to add the full bottle of tomato because I was making a very large quantity of ragu. Okay, that's why I decided to use that whole bottle, but you can actually use a little quantity or half that bottle but just make sure it's a smooth tomatoes. Your tomato is well blended when you are using this to make your ragu. And then now that's my fresh pepper that goes in. I just added one fresh pepper, one scotch bonnet, like some people call it. And then I'm just going to let that cook. And that's my Maggi cube. I'm going to add one Maggi cube into it. Okay, so guys, this is a very typical way Italian person will make his or lasagna. The only difference in this video is that I'm adding my Maggi cube and I'm also adding fresh pepper. An Italian person will not add fresh pepper or Maggi. They would rather add what they call pepper nero. Yes, which is black pepper, and they will add that towards the end then. So guys, after doing this, you're going to add 1 liter, 1 liter of water. Okay, yes, I said it. 1 whole liter of water is what you are going to add into your ragu, and you're going to let that cook for 1 hour on a very low heat. Guys, the secret in making a very good lasagna, in making a very good ragu for your lasagna, is the way you cook it. You guys see the way I reduce my gas. Guys, your ragu needs to be prepared on a low heat, okay? Then that's going to cook for 1 hour without 1 liter of water. After 1 hour, I'm checking it, guys, and you see the way it is. The level of the water has actually gone down. So yes, that's the level it was before, and now it's down there. So the level has actually reduced. And now I'm going to add another liter. Guys, you can add half a liter. Mind you, it depends on the quantity of ragu that you are making, okay? So I'm going to add another 1 liter again and let it cook on a low heat for another 1 hour. All right, guys. A good ragu should be prepared, say, in 2 to 3 hours on a low heat, on a very low heat, people, okay? So this is another 1 hour after, and the level of the water has actually reduced. That's it. So now I'm adding my salt to taste. I'm just adding that. Actually, I made this ragu overnight because I hate to prepare the ragu and lasagna the same day. I prefer to just make it overnight, and especially if you're having it, if we're having it for lunch the following day, I prefer to make it overnight, so that way the following day it will be very fast for me to make the lasagna, because it's quite a long process in making lasagna, you guys. So that's my salt to taste. I'm just going to turn and test it if the salt is okay. And then now it's time to add my milk. Now you will ask, why would you add milk to your ragu? Ragu, aside the fact that the milk helps to eliminate the acidity in the tomatoes, it also helps to give it that I don't know, that smooth look, that very nice look of ragu. You know, it helps like thickens it up a bit and just give it that smooth consistency that it's supposed to have, you know. So after adding my milk and I let it still cook for some about 30 minutes, this is the result after. This is the result, guys. This smells good. If you're making a lasagna, if you live in a condo, the whole condo is gonna be smelling, you know what I mean? It's gonna be, you know, smelling good. They'll know that somebody is making something. Anyways, now it's time for us to do the lasagna. Our ragu is set. Here is my cheese. It is a mixture of cheese, pecorino, parmigiano reggiano, grana padano. That's a mixture of cheese basically. And here is my besciamella. In this bowl, I have my besciamella that I'm going to be using. Now you can make besciamella on your own, but I prefer to buy from the supermarket. I mean, why will I stress myself? So, and this is the pasta that you need to make your lasagna. In Italian, we call this sfoglia, the sfoglia per le lasagne. Okay, so these are my sfoglia. I'm using the green type because when I got to the supermarket, I couldn't find the classic one. So I just decided to go for this, which is almost the same thing. Nothing changes. It's just that this one is green. It's made with some spinach, and the other one is not made with spinach. So that's it. And I'm going to be using this bowl for it. So guys, whether you find the classic pasta for lasagna or you find this green type, in my opinion, they give the same taste, and the both are okay. They are good. Okay, so anyone can go. So that's my ragu. This is actually the following day. Okay, so yeah, let me quickly say something. You see, for my cheese, I told you that it's a mixture of cheese. Sometimes you find them already made at the supermarket. You can just find it in the supermarket. They'll say mixture of cheese. You can get those ones. Okay. Um. Okay, so guys, to start making your lasagna, first of all, you place your ragu. You place it uh we are going to be making different layers of the pasta. First of all, you put your ragu in the bowl, just spread it all over the bowl, okay, or your pan, anything you are using, just spread it all over it. And then you add your pasta. So you add your sfoglia like so. You see the space I'm having, it won't be, it like it's too small for a full sfoglia. It's a full pasta, so I just break it up and place it there. Guys, ignore my hand, okay? My hand look burnt and all of that. That's because when I made this video, my skin was actually reacting to these sanitizers that we are all forced to use this period. All right, so I don't want anyone to say it's because I'm using bleaching cream or something. My skin was just reacting to these sanitizers, but I'm glad they're better now. Anyways, after you put your sfoglia, your pasta, I'm going to be referring to them as sfoglia. After you put your sfoglia, you will add your besciamella and you just spread everything. You spread everything, you make it, you just let it cover your sfoglia all over. Okay, you spread it out, and then you add your ragu. Add your ragu. And you spread it out. Okay. Like so, you just spread it out and let it cover every corner, every nooks and crannies of the bowl of your pan. You just let it get there, and then you add your cheese. You also spread it all over it. Okay. So for this lasagna, you can make either 3 or 4 layers. So in my case, I'm going to be making 4 layers. Okay, so you guys, I don't know if you notice, you see that I'm changing the pattern in which I'm laying my sfolia this time around. This is the second layer I am doing, and I've changed the pattern that I'm using to lay it down. The first one were like basically vertical, and now I'm doing them horizontally. Okay. So just try and follow the step that I'm doing. I'm breaking the folia because I want them to like cover up every space, because obviously my bowl is my bowl that I'm using for the lasagna is made in a way, and the folia cannot just fit into every corner. So that's why you see me breaking them and trying to just make sure they cover the spaces that are left out. So after you add your folia, you pour in your besciamella again and spread it out. So we are basically repeating the same the way we did the first layer. Okay, so you just basically spread it out. Guys, make sure that you have enough ingredients while you are doing your lasagna. You just want to make sure that you have enough bechamel that is covering your sfolia. You know, it should not be too much. It should not be you know, like there should be enough a moderate quantity of every ingredient that you are using. And then now we'll put our ragu again, spread it out. Okay, and then we'll add the cheese again, and then we'll start another layer again. Put your cheese, and that's it. And then now we can start another layer again, which will actually be my third layer. See that? So that's just it. You continue like that. So guys, what you're seeing here is actually my fourth layer. I just fast forward the video because otherwise it will be too long. This is actually my fourth layer. And I'm trying to be generous with the ingredients because guys, your last layer, you should be generous with the ingredients. You know, you should be putting enough bechamel, enough ragu, and enough cheese when you're making your last layer. this is the end result of my lasagna. You see the way everything is looking all yum. Now my oven has been preheated. You're going to place your oven at 160 degree for, and this oven has actually been preheated. You have to preheat your oven before you place your lasagna into it. And I'm going to let this cook in the oven for about 1 hour at 160 degree. Okay, and this is my second bowl. I actually made 2 bowls of lasagna on that day. That's why you guys saw that I made a very large quantity of ragu because I was making 2 bowls of lasagna. And that's my second bowl. So after 1 hour, this is my first lasagna that was placed inside the oven. And now I'm just going to let it chill for about 30 minutes, just to get it all compacted and, all nice. So that when you cut it, everything is going to be looking yum. And then that's when you can actually serve. So I'm just going to leave it here on top of my gas and let it chill for 30 minutes. And then voila, we can serve and eat and enjoy our lasagna actually. So these are the 2 bowls together, and this lasagna actually tasted yum. And everything is ready, guys. So that's it. I hope you enjoy trying out this recipe. See you in my next video. Bye for now.